just so lucky today to go out into my own garden and, in fact, my own little apple orchard. And I've got 2 little apple orchards. And one has got these absolutely amazingly big cooking apples, which are just beautiful, really, really beautiful. So I think that'd be great in the muffins. They tend to be a bit more sour, but on my other trees in the other little mini orchard, because they're very mini, these orchards, we've got these ones growing, and they will be sweeter. You can choose like Granny Smith apples if you're in the supermarket. They will be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to put all the dry ingredients for my apple and carrot muffins into a bowl, and I'm just going to give them a bit of a mix up. So I've got my gluten-free porridge oats. It's 1½ cups, so this is ½ cup of those to go with that 1 cup. The 1½ of ground almonds. I'm going to add in a teaspoon of bicarbonated soda, a little pinch of salt, and I've put some quinoa flakes into this just to give it something a little bit different and another texture. And then separate to that, I'm just going to whiz up 3 eggs. Six tablespoons of butter. We're going to have ½ cup of honey into this. Maple syrup would be another thing that you could use. Pour that in. So I'm just going to whiz this all up together. And then I'm just going to add all these dry ingredients to it, and then that should give me a sort of lovely batter. I've peeled and grated a cup of carrot. This is going to be tipped into our mixture here. And it's really important, I'm looking at it, so I'm going to do it now, not to forget a couple of teaspoons of cinnamon, because this will really, really make them taste absolutely divine. There you go. So that's in. That's our little bit of spice. So the last thing I'm just doing here is peeling these really, really beautiful apples from the garden. I just want a cupful, so I'm going to peel and grate. They're so soft, these apples. They're just really, really beautiful. And it makes me so happy to pick them and use them and not waste them, because they're just sitting there, nature's bounty in my garden. So if you weren't going to use your apples from the garden in your muffins, you could grate them and put them into your porridge in the morning, which would be a really lovely thing to do as well. Cool, so that's the apple, in it goes. So I'm just filling the muffin cases, and the idea is that you fill them really full. But because I do want 12 muffins, I'm making sure that I've popped some mixture into every single one of them. And then I'll go round and I'll just top them all up. Great, they're all ready. So I'm going to pop these in the oven at 180 degrees for 25 minutes, but I'll check on them at 20 just to see how they're getting on. And what I want is them to go beautifully brown on the tops, so hopefully they will. So I'm just going to give them a little prod with my skewer, and if it comes out clean, it means they're cooked. And that has come out clean, so yes, brilliant. There we go. So the inspiration for making these today came from a really delicious breakfast muffin that I had in Watlington this morning at the Granary Cafe, and it was an apple and carrot muffin, and it was just so delicious. I've copied them and made my own version, which hopefully when I eat one will be equally as delicious. I hope that I've inspired you to make them the way I was inspired this morning in Watlington at the Granary Cafe.